Hi, Varun. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good.
Great. Thank you for taking out the time to have this chat. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I have to get back to another meeting, so we will have to wrap this up pretty quickly. What is it?
Sure. Firstly, thank you for your valuable guidance and helping us out in crucial times. It would be very difficult to navigate through this project without your expertise.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
Um, there are a couple of concerns among the whole team, and I'm sure we can work through these concerns by having an open conversation. On multiple occasions, I have observed that your advice has not worked best for the project. There have been instances where it has affected the product feature launch adversely.
That's strange. The team must not have understood properly or implemented it correctly. I have been working in this area for years, and my performance has been excellent. Um, I don't blame me for the team's failures. Just saying.
I didn't mean to blame you for the failure. I apologize if I came across that way. The reason that I mentioned this was this particular incident about the photo sharing feature. We observed that your direction to modify the UX of the feature and using the other API led to a feature crash.
Let me stop you right there. It was your engineer's mistake. I told them what could be done. It was up to them to first test it and implement it. What about the time when my suggestion increased user retention?
Varun,
No, I don't have to sit and listen to this attack.
my intention is not to attack you. Rather, I just want to talk and discuss certain things that can help us to work better. Do you agree that the team is not performing that well and it is affecting the product?
Yeah, the metrics are dropping.
Varun, I certainly do not mean to discount your contribution to the team and the project in any way. At the same time, there have been instances where it did not work in our favor. Do you agree?
I guess.
I'm glad that we could agree. We appreciate you that you take time to explain things over email or phone call. However, we really struggle to understand sometimes and fully comprehend what is that what you are suggesting. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure. I always explain in detail.
We could really use some more clarity on the things that you say. I know that you're busy, perhaps putting yourself in other person's shoes will help you to understand where they're coming from and help you to communicate effectively. How does that sound?
I mean, I guess I could try.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. I would like to request you to be open about clearing doubts and concerns. Sometimes you can seem intimidating to approach regarding any follow up conversation.
I think that's ridiculous.
Well, you might not be doing it intentionally, but you do come across as arrogant and dismissive. Last month in the meeting, when one of our junior architects had some follow up question and he was just trying to be devil's advocate, you shut him off and treated him unfairly.
I don't think that's what happened. He surely would have said something stupid.
I am pretty sure that's what happened. And even if it was something stupid, such reaction from senior engineers like yourself definitely brings down the morale of the team. Members are struggling to work in this kind of environment.
I did not treat him unfairly. I gave my opinion when he asked me a question. If you think I did something wrong, you could take it up with HR. I don't have time or interest in this.
The purpose of this conversation is not to complain against anyone or escalate anything to HR. This is just a discussion to address some concerns and hopefully reach a plan that would enable us to work effectively.
I don't really understand what I'm doing here. Who's this junior architect who I'm apparently attacked?
Okay, alright, let's pause.
No, I have had enough. I have other things to do and I'm on the clock here, so I would like to respectively leave.
Varun, I understand your frustration and I understand that you have a ton of responsibilities around here, but I would still like to insist that this conversation is important and would really help us. Do you agree that it affects productivity and creativity of the employees when they don't feel like they could ask questions or seek clarifications without being dismissed?
I guess.
Thank you. The team feels exactly like this when they're trying to clarify anything or have any additional questions. This is creating a very unproductive productive team environment. Employees are scared and they're demotivated. To address this, I would like your help to improve this work environment. You're a respected team member with years of experience and expertise. Your contribution can really turn things around here.
Okay.
Great, thank you. Firstly, I would like to encourage you to devote more time and effort in testing out the feasibility of the suggestions that you provide and its impact. Moreover, I would like for you to also discuss your suggestions with various stakeholders. This will make sure that we are covering all the bases before we implement any changes, and hopefully it turns out as a success. Does that sound good?
Yeah, okay. It will take more time on my already busy schedule, but I guess it will be helpful for us production strategy.
Exactly. Thanks for understanding. Second, I would like to request you to keep in mind that there are junior members on the team and some other members on the business side. They might not be that well versed in technologies. I would really appreciate if you could acknowledge this difference in their expertise and background while you're communicating any ideas. It would be conducive to our project if you would be willing to openly discuss any questions, gaps in understanding, or any gaps in your specific recommendations. This will promote culture for open communication and will also boost productivity and creativity. What are your thoughts about this?
I agree. This has a lot of potential to help.
I'm glad you see reason to this. Finally, I would also like to request that try to become more approachable by engaging and interacting with more members on the team. I was thinking maybe we could all go to a team lunch or perhaps an activity this Friday to turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, that works.
Thank you. I really appreciate you being so receptive during this conversation. I'm glad we could come to a conclusion and an action plan that would help us to collaborate more effectively. I will send out the email for the lunch and hope all the points that we discussed today with the goal of creating conducive work environment will prove fruitful. Thank you.